Hey guys, J.R. Fisher here. Wanted to do this short video with you today and talk to you about something I thought was really important, and that's how to build an email list. Now, it's not that hard to do, but a lot of people forget to do it. I know in the beginning, this is not something I concentrated on. It was a huge mistake, huge mistake. And it was a huge mistake because without an email list, you don't have much. Now, you can argue that you got social media and all that, but I want to get into that in just a second. And I want to give you a little bonus in the end. I'm going to give you a free training course, and all you got to do is just, opt in and grab it, and that's it. You don't have to buy anything. There's no credit cards needed or anything like that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about why a list is so important. You see, if you have a list, you can always just do an offer and get money. I mean, seriously, it's that simple. If you have an engaged list that likes you, that's getting good content from you, that type of thing, you can literally sit down and write an email and get money back within moments, So that's why that's super important, okay? You want to be able to do that. And the bigger that list is, and the more you engage with them, and the more great information you give them, the more apt they are to, spend money with you and pull out that credit card. So what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about how people concentrate a lot on followers and subscriptions and all that kind of stuff. And the problem with that is that, all these followers and all this, they don't really mean that much. Okay. They haven't done much. I mean, it's not hard to click follow. It's not hard to click subscribe. So the first thing is they're not really bought in. They're not bought into you or what you're doing. And the other huge problem is, let's say they do have some value, and let's say you've built up this big list and you've got a page and you've got hundreds of thousands of people who like it. What happens if your channel gets canceled tomorrow? And you say, well, that'll never happen to me, JR. Oh no, it happens. I've had that stuff happen to me, to where they just wipe you out instantly and you've got nothing. And if you've built up, a great YouTube channel, and you've got all these subscribers and they cancel your channel and take down all your videos, which is done on a regular basis, what do? What if you built up a Facebook page, and on the Facebook page, they decide there's something on there they don't like that you posted, and they just cancel the page. Page gone. Boom, gone. Well, what happens to your business if you've been living off that? What happens to your business if, the subscribers and the likes and all that, that's who you've been selling to, and then all of a sudden they're gone? Well, that's a problem. Okay. So basically, when you have these social media platforms, whether it be, Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, they own you. You don't own them. Okay. You may think that you've got an audience, but that can go away in a blink of an eye. So we want to protect ourselves against that. And I'm not saying any of those things are wrong. I mean, I have those things. I have YouTube channels. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link in the description. You can go to my YouTube channel, and obviously I have a page because I'm broadcasting from it right now, but I also am really keenly aware that those things can go away and that can happen. If you have a email list, you can always communicate with them. Now, what some people are going to tell you, and there's some partial truth, is that email ain't what it used to be. Well, no, it's not, but it still works. I still make money on emails every single day. And why would you give that up? Why would you do that? Okay. You say, well, I could reach more people through, doing a Facebook Live. Well, maybe you could reach them, but are they going to buy anything from you? And maybe you won't be able to reach them tomorrow. So I want to really drill in on the fact that, you have to have this list. As a matter of fact, when pages first came out on Facebook, the cool thing was if somebody liked your page and you did a post, Facebook would show it to them. But really what's happened over the years is that there's so many posts anymore, right? There's tons and tons and tons of posts that they can't show everything to the people who like your page. As a matter of fact, the unverified statistic is about 1% of the people who like your page will actually ever see your post. So, if you've got 1,000, people who like your page, 10 people are going to see it. That's not many, guys. That's not many at all. So what I'm going to do is I want to walk you through, there's these 5 steps that you need to do. and they're super, super important. Okay, so step number one is you got to get an email provider. Okay, so there's a lot of providers out there. There's Aweber, there's Infusionsoft, there's all these different ones out there. I like Kartra. Kartra's fairly new. I would say probably a couple years in the market. It's Kartra. You're welcome to go there. I don't have a link or anything for you, but you're welcome to go there. And it does everything. So a lot of email providers will give you an email, and then you got to go get a funnel builder, and then you got to go get someplace for your membership, and then you got to get someplace else for your sales pages, and you got to pay for all these softwares. And I know at one point I was paying for 8 different softwares. I'm now down to 1, which is Kartra. So I would say check that out. I like Kartra. If you want to use one of these other email providers, that's fine, but you do have to have an email provider. Our email provider is not Gmail. It's not Yahoo, okay? An email provider allows you to mail large groups of people and interact with them and tag them based on their actions. So, you got to have an email provider. Super, super important. The next thing you have to do is you have to come up with what we like to call a lead magnet, or something along those lines. And it can be a PDF download that has some value. The 10 steps, how to lose 30 pounds in the next 10 days, or it can be a video. It can be audio. It can be any of that stuff. But you want to make it specific to these people. Okay, you don't want to overgeneralize. And I know a lot of people think, well, I want to overgeneralize because that way it matches everybody. But the truth is, if you're speaking to everybody, you're speaking to no one, because it won't ring with them. Okay. So when I do a PDF, it's going to be, the 5 ways to, add meta tags in WordPress. Okay, well, that's pretty specific, but the people who opt in for that, of course, really want that thing. And when they want that thing and they opt in for it, I can now segregate those people, and I can market to them based on the fact that they were WordPress users. So maybe I have some more training in WordPress. Maybe I have a course in WordPress. So I can do that. So that's the second thing you need to do. The third thing you need to do is set up a lead capture or landing page. Now, a couple minutes ago when I was talking to you about email providers, Kartra actually provides you with these lead capture or landing pages. And basically what it is you're going to send them to a page where they can put their email in there and they can put their name in there. In doing so, they can get your download, your PDF, they can watch your video, they can listen to your podcast, whatever it is that you're trying to market to them. And it really doesn't matter what you sell. I mean, you could be selling chiropractic services, and you could put 5 ways to make your back feel better or whatever. You could be selling, we do survival food, right? So we have downloads on how to prepare yourself for, hurricane, which right now we got one coming in Florida. So those things, or maybe South Carolina, they just move that. Those hurricanes move around a lot. And that's why I moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. We don't have the hurricanes, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I know everybody's going to say, well, you got earthquakes. I tell you, I've barely felt anything out here in years and years and years and years. So maybe they're dangerous, but I live in a 1-story home, so I think I'm safe. Anyhow, don't want to get off track here, but you're going to need that lead capture, that landing page. It's super, super important. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, you want to do a CTA. We're going to call that a call to action in each video, blog, or training. And I'm going to do it right now. There's a free course in the description here that you guys can opt in for. And in that free course, I give you several videos that, matter of fact, if you click on that link in there, you can just go to it. There's a free video to watch. You don't have to opt in. Then if you decide you want the course, you can opt in, put your email in there, and I'll send you the course immediately for free. Okay, so you can get that right now. But you got to have something like that, right? People are going to listen to you and they're going to say, well, that's interesting. That's a nice video, or that's an awesome blog, or, wonderful podcast. What do I do next? And that's the big thing I see people doing. They'll do a video every single day, and they do some good content, but they never have a call to action. If somebody wants more from them, if they want to learn more, if they want to buy something, how do they go about it? They don't know. So it's so funny that I see these people going live all the time and they have no call to action. No way to, get people on their list, and no way to sell them more stuff. They're just going to be doing videos every day, or they're going to be writing blogs every day. So that number 4 is super important. You got to have that call to action. Number 5, really easy. Once you get all this set up, and remember that call to action should be on every single thing you post. Okay? It doesn't have to be the same one. One could be a downloadable, 10 ways to lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks, and the next one could be how to get how to do more push-ups, or whatever it is, whatever your niche is. They can be different. Now, what you do want to monitor is the ones that get more opt-ins. See if it's because of the content of the video, the blog, or where it's at, or if it's what the opt-in is. And you can split test these too. And this is something else you can do in Kartra. You can send them to a page where they'll see one offer one time and another offer the other time. So you can also do that. So that's really it. You got to give them something. You got to give them something of value. That's why I do these videos right now. I'm giving you something of value in hopes that you'll join my mail list. And the best way to join my mail list is to download some free stuff. In the description, I've got a course in there that you can get for free. Just put your name and email in there and you can grab that course. If you want my book, we've got that for sale too. There's a link there. It's cheap. It's $5.60. If you're having a hard time finding a product to sell, that's the book for you, man. That is the book for you. It's awesome. All you have to do is put your name and email in there and go grab that book, which is super cool. And then we also have my inner circle. That's a little bit higher level of training, but you get access to thousands of dollars of courses and not have to pay for them. I give them to you for free. So if you want to know all about that, click that link in the description there about the inner circle, and there's a video there that plays. You don't have to opt in. You don't have to give me your credit card. You don't have to do any of that. Just watch the video. Free training. Pretty cool stuff. So I want to ask you this question of the day. Have you tried to build your email list? Have you built an email list? What did you do to build your email list? What worked for you? What did you find that, got people to opt in? And if you haven't, why do you want to build your email list? What is it you're building your email list for? Do you have a product to sell? And you better, because that's what this is all about. Guys, I really appreciate you listening today. I don't normally do these on a weekend, and I don't know why. I should. I work all weekend. I work all week, but sometimes it just works out better during the week for me to do these videos. But I really appreciate you listening. I appreciate you being there, and thank you so much. Do me one other favor, one other big favor here. Let me point. I got to point real close there. There it is. I want you to like this video. Not hard. Just click it. Next thing I'd like for you to do, if you're watching this on Facebook, please share the video. Hit that little share thing, send it to your feed, send it to a friend, something along those lines. I'd really like that. And of course, I mentioned I want to have some comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, what you need to do is you need to subscribe. There's a subscribe button down there. Click that and you'll be a subscriber. Yay! But you still won't know if I do videos unless you click the little bell. There's a little bell there. You need to click that bell. If you click the bell, what's going to happen is I can send you a notification. I can say, hey, I just did another video. It's going to make you some money, going to help you out. So make sure you do hit that bell and you subscribe on YouTube. Guys, I really appreciate you listening, and I'm going to talk to you real soon. Thanks a lot. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.